Wood. I have it. I have a lot. I have many wood. Look at my wood. I spent the entire night chopping trees. I went through 3.5 stone axes, and I also went through a couple of knives collecting flowers. Look at them all. So many flowers and so many saplings. All the things. What does wood and flowers have to do with one another? Bees. That's right. Bees. There was a wonderful and helpful comment that I really, really appreciate. Lots of advice, but one of the things that stood out to me was bees, early bees. And I think that is a great idea. And look at this. That's not expensive. Beehive frame is also just lumber. And then thatch for the middle, and that's just straw, which I actually forgot to grab while I was out and about. But bees, they can help fertilize your crops or help them grow a little bit. I think they encourage healthier growth patterns. And at the very least, I can get some honey for wax, because wax, I think, has uses that would really help me out. Look at this. Waterproof hide, that would be nice. Rope coil, bottle labels, candles. Candles could actually be kind of nice. Wax treated lumber so that I can make some different types of furniture. I'm assuming there are some of these. Yeah, mixing bowl. That would be really, really handy. I'll have to get some glue together or whatnot, but that's fine. Grape trellis post. There we go. Grapes are solved. Wax treated wood. Like, there's so many things that I can do with wax. There's so many things. I'm really excited. And also, I'm excited about this. Look at this. You see, there's no more smoke. The dirt is free. Look at that. We have charcoal at long last. I say long last. It's not been very long. But look at that. You don't need a shovel to break it up. You can use one if you want to, but sweet, sweet charcoal. I know it doesn't look like I'm getting much. It's kind of all like piling together. But yeah, shovel does make it go a little bit faster. But I think it's a bit of a waste of durability because it goes through it so fast. But charcoal is here. I could also spend a lot of the wood that I just gathered making more, but honestly, that's almost a stack of charcoal right there. I think I'm okay with charcoal. But there's a few things that I want to work on today. Namely, first of all, this is not a house. I've called it a little temporary shelter, and I intend on it being a temporary shelter. I have a very bad habit of picking a temporary shelter or building like the most basic of starter houses and then staying there for way too long. I overstay my welcome. I want to change that a little bit in this playthrough, and I think the best way to do that is to pick a spot early. Just go for it, all right? So I'm going to look around here, and just looking at the map, boom, big lake. This could be really good. There's lots of fresh water. I should never run out. I don't think I could run out. There's reasonably flat ground right here. There's probably minerals in the water. Whatever is going on here, that looks like raw granite based on what I'm seeing at the bottom of the map. Even a little island. And I could set up right here. I could make a farm. I think that would be the main thing, is all this water would be perfect for making a large farm. And then I can maybe have a house like basically where I'm standing. Honestly, it'd be very close to where I currently have things set up. I think it would be a pretty good spot to at least consider. Now, one thing that is concerning to me, what is that? Oh, loose chalk. Oh, it's telling me about flux stones. Is that really the first chalk that I've picked up this whole time? I don't think it is, but all right. Maybe it's because I reached another achievement and it's like following a path. Anyway, this is, I think, a pretty decent spot. There's going to need to be some clearing. Oh, there's even there's so much clay right here too. You can tell from these flowers. This could be really nice, I think. I think this could be really nice. My main concern is there's a lot of water in the area, which means anything underground is likely to be flooded. So it's not going to be a good spot for setting up a mine or something like that. But I think that's okay Because this place doesn't need to be a mine. This place can just be where I live. There is a ton of clay here, though. Might get in the way. But also, not just water. Fish! Look at that. We just look in there and see salmon already. So it'd be a great place to supply us with some protein. I'm again assuming there's minerals in the water that I could pan out if need be. I think this is a good spot. So first, I'm going to make a couple of knives. Because although I gathered all those flowers, I neglected to gather more straw for thatch. There we go. Cool. So that is already... That should be enough for 6 beehives. Do we want to stick with 6? I think 6 should be fine. So then I just need a whole bunch of wood, which obviously not a problem either. Let's take the cypress first, just because, you know, it's different. It's in here. Cool. Cypress. And we'll be mixing in others. I don't think it matters if you mix them together. But this is lovely. This is really, really lovely. I think I'm going to fill in a little bit of this area with some dirt. What do we have? Silty loam? Yeah. So I'll probably clear out some of this land here with a shovel. Oh, and there's wild carrots too. This place, I know it's like super close by and I've just been here the whole time. I think this is honestly going to be a pretty good spot to settle down. So let me get to clearing. Maybe make a few more knives for some more thatch and whatnot. And let's get started setting up an actual base. There we go. 6 lovely beehives. A little annoying that the frames aren't stackable, but I think I understand why that's the case. And also, each one of these takes... I might have made too many. Actually, no, I definitely didn't. Each one of these takes 4 frames. So it is going to cost a good bit of wood. If you're doing this as well, just be prepared. This does kind of take a lot of your lumber. But I think it's worth it. I'm pretty sure bees are worth it. There we go, so that's another 4. What do we have here? Just enough for 2 in total. But I also have another set of logs. I put the rest of my logs in the charcoal pit just to have somewhere to stick them. I didn't need them clogging up my inventory so much. Okay. Is that all 4? Yep. And then this is 2. No, that's 4, so I just need the 4 more. Okay, awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That should be all my bee stuff all prepped. At least in terms of wood usage, I really just need now... Oh, wait. I don't even need to place flowers down because it's recognizing all the flowers in the area. Wow, okay. I'm still gonna... Yeah, tons and tons of flowers. I don't know if there's any kind of statistic, like the more flowers you have, the better your ratios are or anything like that. I don't know how that works. It'd be cool. I certainly would not be opposed to that if that was the case. Whoops, you're in the wrong spot, friend. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to just really fill up the area with flowers right here specifically. Cool. Okay. I think that is going to be decent in terms of flowers. and a bee setup. Now, I don't exactly have a bee suit ready, and I don't exactly have smoke ready, and all that, but apparently if you harvest from bees at night, they shouldn't be mad, so it should still be fine. We'll see how that goes. Now, I've been doing a little bit of digging, cleared out this area. Hopefully I got the footage, I did go in and make some more black bronze tools. I forgot to make this one. Stick. Need stick. Got stick.
Let me smash.
There we go. Prospector's pick. Cool stuff. Accuracy 100%. Wow. Scan range 20. Cross section 16 by 16. Isn't that bigger than usual? Unless I'm not fully understanding. Is the scan range vertical? This seems different than it was back in the day. Let's see if the field guide has anything to say about it. Advanced mechanics. Let's see. Prospecting. There we go. Prospecting. Let's see. I'm not going to get too much into the rock types and everything like that. I want to learn more about the prospector's pick. Okay, so it looks like the copper one has a lower range. So it looks like the better your material, the better your range and everything. So that's new to me. Back in the day, it was like 12 one direction, 12 the other direction, 12 up, 12 down, outside of where you're standing. So it was technically like a 13 by 13. Sort of, yeah. Right-clicking the ground, pick up in TFG will cast a search ray in your view's direction. The ray's width and depth is dependent on the tier of pick noted in its tooltips. Depending on the tier of the prospector's pick can also give you a count of the ore quantities and even display an X-ray indicator of the ore vein. Whoa. So that's very new. Okay. The prospector's pick can display the following information on use. In chat, the pick can display the total quantity of the ore vein, the contents of the ore vein, and the quantity per ore type of the ore vein. Colored steel prospector's picks can can also display either a large X-ray particle in the center of an ore vein or particles per ore block. Wow, so once we get to colored steel, that's going to really pop off. I like that. Using a prospector's pick looks like this. The large exclamation mark is from per vein style X-ray, and the smaller ores are from per block style X-ray. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we already have made this digital ore prospector. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but that looks really nice. I'm not gonna read into that right now. That's a bit down the line, but ooh, I'm excited about that. Okay, sorry, I'm nerding a bit. All right, jumping the gun. I still need. I should have made a metal hoe instead of that ingot mold. Man, retrospect, hindsight, all that, whatever. But yes, I have been digging out this area. I think we're gonna add like what do you call it, like a receding wall or something, like along the back here. So it looks like it has a little bit of a support. I might use gravel just because I've been finding it right here, because like the higher the ground goes up, the basically the further down I am in terms of the surface. So I'm going to start running into more rocky stuff like gravel. So yeah, I've been just digging this out. Collecting all the dirt. I can throw this into water to make mud if I so choose, because you can make like mud bricks and make like a little building out of that as a possibility. But yeah, I wanted to have a nice large area to be able to have a proper farm, because I think that's nice. I have waited a little long into this playthrough to start making a farm, because we're currently in summer. We're not even in early summer, which is where you start. We are in summer, which means the next season is fall. So I don't have as much time as I would normally like to start getting crops going. I'm really hoping we get some bees moved in nice and quick so that that'll help out. But we will see, we will see. I will never get tired of the shaders. This is gorgeous. My computer's a little bit angry right now, but that's fine. It's worth it. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm just filling in the last bit here. Now this is getting to be just straight up loamy dirt as opposed to this silty loamy dirt. I don't know if there's a difference in terms of things growing, but I've been trying to just keep it even, I guess. But I think this is as far back as I want the farm to go, because this has already been a lot of work. You can see my shovel's durability is already pretty bad. I'm going to dig one more layer just so I can have a place for the gravel. So that way I can put up like the supporting wall. If I can, you know, it might not actually let me. Oh, it totally does. Hell yeah. Okay, and then if I did that, yeah. So because it doesn't have like a piece behind it, it can't support. But if I add a little bit up behind it, then that should be fine. Now, then again, maybe using gravel, a block that falls to gravity, isn't the best idea for putting behind my crops that are, you know, breakable from gravity falling blocks. So, we'll see how it goes. If I lose a couple kind of early on, then I'll change it up, but we'll see. But yeah, a nice receding wall with a color that stands out, I think, is pretty nice. Did that not want to stay? Huh. I was say, I'm pretty sure I have a lot more gravel. There we go. Cool. Okay, then I would need to put a little bit up behind it, and I'm also thinking of having like a bit of a staircase on either side, maybe? And I know right here, this is all loam. Yeah, so we'll just use the loam that I've already got going. And I think this area I'm going to try to start flattening out more. I'm thinking this height, because I mean I have a decent amount of dirt, so I probably can. So this is sort of setting a height standard, essentially. There we go. Cool. And then on the back here... Ooh, no? No, okay, I can't do that. Interesting. But then why could I here? Oh, maybe it's based on the number of faces that currently have that block. So because, okay, I think I understand. So I can do that, and then do that. There we go. Nice. And supported. Alright, I'll fill in that piece over here too. But yeah, that should be fine. A nice little receding wall, basically. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. I forget terms sometimes, but I think this will be fine. Cool. Cool. Now, one thing I do still need is a new hoe. Probably a couple of them, honestly, just because this is going to take a little bit of doing, so durability and all that, but it shouldn't be too bad. So we'll make a couple. I need a couple of sticks as well, so I'm just going to slap that there. Give me this. Didn't I have? Yeah, more stick. Thanks. Boom. Stone hose. I don't need anything too fancy. Now, I want this space filled in, but there's a cave here. So I'm going to just do a quick dive. Make sure there's nothing valuable. I don't think there is. No. Okay, there is no reason for me to keep this little pocket of water. So I'm going to try to fill it in. Yeah, this is much better. Okay. And the silty. Perfect. Well, that took a while, but it's all filled in now. Okay, now, the way farming works in newer versions of Terraforming Craft, farming works a little bit differently than it did in the past. I don't believe there are any nutrients by default. You kind of have to wait for them to go in there. And it's based on your farming and the plants that you put in, as well as like the fertilizer and whatnot that you use. So there's a few aspects to this. So I'm going to leave that area as is. And I think starting from right here, yeah, look at that. So you can see all the hydration level. You can see the nutrients and whatnot in there. So Cool. At least it's some progress. There are a few plants that I'm gonna want to have started as soon as I can. I just had a thought. Wait a minute. Can't I do this way more efficiently if I like carve this out and do that and then do that? Yeah, I can make 2 hoe heads per nap. And that's all of them already. Jesus. Okay. Well, this is a good start, I think. So we have our bees lined up. We have a good area of farmland prepared. Do I have food in here? I do. Oh my god, these expire in 8 minutes. My tomatoes, no. So I'm going to need to start looking for various crops to start growing. So there were a few that I intentionally ignored. I believe I found some right here, for example. There's some wild carrots. There we go. So we are up to 3 carrot seeds. For some reason, the thing in the bottom right, it'll say that I'm getting like double the amount of seeds that I'm actually getting, which is weird. I don't really know what to do about that, but it should be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start planting these just as a start and to kind of do a quick lesson. So if I hold control, let's take a peek. Okay, so the temperature that this can grow in is between -10 degrees and 27 degrees Celsius, and hydration is anywhere between 15 and 65. So this is one of the things that I can grow kind of in the back. Now, it is a max 20 degrees, it looks like. And if I look here, average temperature 4, what? Current temperature is 17. Yeah, so that's not bad. So I can plant these kind of far back here, honestly, without really much concern. And I'm going to be planting them in horizontal rows this way instead of that way because of where the water line is. It'll be a lot easier to deal with the crops that require a higher hydration by doing them right here at the front. Because the lowest this gets to is 37. What? That doesn't seem right. I wonder if the longer it sits here, if it'll update, because that just doesn't seem right. Also, quick check. Bees. No queen yet. Okay. I'm pretty sure that can take quite a while, so I'm not expecting one to come in anytime soon, but we will see. Now that I have a farm area designated, I can move on to the next thing. Farm area done. Now let's get things toasty. What I want to do here is originally I was going to make this like a little mine area, but I've thought better of it because I am right on the river line. I guarantee if there are any caves down there, they're completely submerged, and I don't want to deal with that. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to better use. This area is now going to be my forge. I think that is a much smarter use of this little bit of space, because I already have some of the stone required set up. And I can maybe even... Do I want to put the anvil up here, or do I want to make... I might make this the anvil. This spot right here. So get rid of that gneiss block. And do I have a raw piece? Is it igneous what is it? What is it? Field guide. Oh, field guide. Somewhere in here it'll tell me primitive anvils. A raw rock that is igneous extrusive, so rhyolite, basalt, andesite, or dacite, or is that dactite? Or igneous intrusive, which is granite, diorite, or gabbro. Basalt is something that I do have in the area, so I should have saved one of those. Let me go grab a new one. Fish out of water. Fish out of water. Fish out of water. Die. Die. Gimme. Gimme. Trout. Yes. Delicious. Sorry. Food. My tomatoes! What a shame. Goodbye, rotten tomatoes. I don't think there is anything that I can do with these now that they're rotten, so they're just gonna... Unless I can compost them. Can you compost this? Hold up. Science. I need to do a quick science. How does... Composter. It needs dirt. Dirt. Composter. Haha. Ta-da. Okay. I'm going to just put this here for testing. Oh! Composter has enough green items. Ooh! It only needed 4 of those, too. Ooh! Rotten food isn't useless. Oh my god, that's actually... I've never... I don't think I've ever not thrown away rotten food. This is a little game-changing. Gross. Okay, that's all done. And now we just kind of play the waiting game? Well, no, we need brown stuff in there too before it'll start actually composting. We'll worry about that later. I'm getting distracted. Oh god, I have more carrots, but carrots are more vegetable, and vegetable is something I have too much of in my diet right now. Early game food is less than simple. Okay. Getting distracted. What was I doing? Oh god. Right. Forge. I have charcoal. I have this little pit. There are 8 bits of charcoal in there from just right-clicking, and I went and got this raw basalt. It's going to stand out a little bit in here. That's okay. I think I like that, actually. And let's do... maybe this, and just right-click. Now I have a rock anvil, and beautiful. Look at that. It's so nice. Actually, it's basalt. This is nice. Very good. Very familiar interface. I am excited. This section right here is for flux. That is also going to be something that I need to be considerate of, is I need flux, but we can worry about all of that later. Right now, I have this fire starter, and I have... wait a minute. Can I think I can. Fire starter. The forge has been made. I'm tossing my fish in it. No, it's going back down. Oh, it's already considered out. Oh, what a shame. But yes, I can cook my trout in there. Actually, I have a decent amount of charcoal. Let's just do this. Relight. Oh, there goes the last of my fire lighter too. Or fire starter. It's beautiful, isn't it? This trout charcoal grilled. Let me have it. I don't know if I get extra out of it. I might. Bang. Oof. Delicious. And I get a little bit of health going up. So good. Okay. So good. I can do several things now that I have that beautiful forge and anvil. Namely, I can start processing some of this copper. I'm pretty sure... yeah, because this is small copper, so it's not going to get me a whole lot. I need like 14 ingots worth of copper in order to make a better anvil, and that is something that I'm going to want to do pretty soon. So I'm going to start looking for a mine, and I'm going to start looking for ways to start constructing a couple of things. I am going to use this area, I think, as my main forge area. So I'll clean it up over time, but it all being made out of various types of rocks, I think it's pretty good for what I want it to do. And I have that set up right here so I can stand here and do that. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm going to want then to... let's gather some sticks. I want to start building something. It's probably not going to be great because I'm not much of a builder. But I will see what I can do with what I have. Let's give that a shot. Hi! Well, hello there, friend. I don't know if there's anything I can do with frogs. I love them. I mean, it does show male and familiarity, so... it's possible frogs are involved with husbandry? That sounds like... that's a really weird sentence to say, but... I mean, it's possible, I guess. I suppose. So let's see what I can do with this land now that I've made some room. All right, so I have a frame. It's gonna, so far it's just a very basic square. It's a 7x9, 9x7, however you want to look at it. So not exactly great, but I want to try something. Because I decided at the last minute I did not want the entire thing to be made out of wood. I am going to make some of it stone. I've noticed earlier from breaking cobblestone with a pick, you get cobblestone, but if I break it with a hammer, I think... Oh, I get gravel. Oh. What if I break that? Does it turn into sand? Yes, actually it does. So that's useful, I guess, but what I wanted was something different. Can I do that? Yeah, okay, I can just do it that way. So I can mine up the cobble, and I can get the rocks, which can be useful for specific reasons that I will get into in a little bit. But all of this chalk actually is it's gonna be used for two things. So let me just grab a nice bit of 16 here. There we go. And then let's just... All right, I don't need that. Just cool. Now I need two things. First, I need a barrel. Now that one's pretty easy. I just need lumber. I'm actually going to make like 3 of these. There we go. Cool stuff. Is my vision getting slightly worse? It might have been, or I was just seeing things. Either way, I needed food. Right, okay, so we got the barrels. Next. Let's light up this area a little, just so we can see. And let's... Oh, that didn't work. That has worked for me in the past. Did they change it? There we go. Okay, no they did not. Now, I'm exhausted. If you're carrying around like a completely full and sealed barrel, then it's gonna... It weighs you down a bit. You get hungry really fast. I am gonna put this right here. And I don't think I need this bit of gravel. And then I guess the slab can just go anywhere else. I don't care. So we have water. Now, with the water, I'm going to take these rocks and this hammer, and I'm going to make flux. And I'm going to dump that in there, and boom, it instantly becomes lime water. Lime water is important for numerous things, but what I want it for right now is making mortar. Mortar requires sand. I don't really have sand, and all of this seems to be gravel. Now, as we just learned, I can hammer the gravel and get the sand that way, or it might be time for me to do a little adventure. See if I can run out and find some sand elsewhere. I haven't really explored to the south, so I think this could be a good opportunity to try that out. If I'm going to do a quick run, let me clear my inventory a little. Ooh, and the sun's coming up. Perfect timing. All right, let's head south and see if I can find a bit of sand. Oh, wait. There's sand here, but it's going to be really buried. Yeah, no, this isn't going to... I'll end up completely ruining this region, so let's just go out and find some sand. Onion or garlic. Different things. Yay. Okay, I know I like just left home and maybe I've already seen this before. There's a lot of stuff here. There's fluorite, there's sulfur, there's vanadium magnetite, which I don't think I can really do anything with. I think I saw pyrite. Yeah, there's pyrite here. There are a ton of goodies. The pyrite's going to be honestly really useful. So I'm thinking of looking at this as like a future mining site, I think. Ooh. I gotta be careful walking around here. I might slip and hurt myself. But yeah, this is... I mean, this isn't bad. What's that line? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's getting stormy. Oh, and there's copper! The line was a maple log. There's copper here. Okay, this is absolutely my next mining site then. I can get a ton here, and it's right... Oh, it's so close. That's so good. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna come back here, and there's tetrahedrite and stibnite. That is... I think stibnite's lead, isn't it? Regardless, I'm gonna mark this like that. I'm gonna come back here at some point. I didn't place that right. I wanted that. There we go. Kind of facing in. I'm gonna dig there, I think, for my future mining site. But we're looking for sand. Look at this. I keep getting really just... Hold on. Okay, now I'm just getting stupidly distracted. Is this lichen or is this ore? Not the green stuff. It's lichen. Damn. But what is that over here? This is how I game. If I go exploring to look for one thing, I will find so many other things and just be going, ooh, ah, the whole time. But ooh, and ah, look at this. Loam mud bricks? Generated a little bit funny, but I'm not familiar with the structure. It's kind of shoved in here like it's been buried over time. Is there anything... There's a large vessel in here. There's charcoal in here. Okay, well, I'm taking the large vessel. That actually has multiple uses, but look at that. There's logs. There's a campfire with more log. No. No. I swear I'm not cheating. What is this? Actually, you can confirm. You can confirm I'm not cheating because the seed is in the description. You could go look for it yourself. The coordinates are on the screen. This is insane. There's kaolinite here. I came looking for sand. I found kaolin clay. This is massive. Like, this isn't going to be enough for the long run, but... Oh my god. I am blown away. Even went down a layer further than I expected it to. This is a massive time saver. There's like 2 ways to find this stuff. One of them involves traveling way out to a tropical region, and the other... Oh, where is... Oh, the vessel. I see. And then there's the ceramic bowl, and then there's... Limonite! That's just iron! Free iron, too! Okay! Oh my god. Dude, I seriously feel like I'm cheating at this point. Like, is someone gonna come home? And I'm gonna get jump scared? What it... Yeah, I This is so cool to me. Oh my god. Okay, well. Before I stumble around for the next hour, I'm gonna... With my words anyway, I'm just gonna put myself away. These new goodies. But I could put these away in here. Store some extra stuff. Seal that. Break that. And then I can put this, like, up on my back. Yeah. Now, this still leaves me exhausted. If I unseal that and do this, is it fine? Yeah, if it's unsealed, it's fine. And then I have the sealed one on my back. So I can carry all these goodies. I am... I cannot believe the luck of this find. I didn't even know a structure like this existed. I am so excited. I came out looking for sand. What a beautiful find. Look, if you want to follow along, if you haven't already, like, settled down or something, or if you're just in the process of, maybe consider coming out here. That's a good little starter base, I guess. Like, there's not a ton, I guess there's some fresh water nearby. But that is the craziest find. It really is. I'm I want to say I'm speechless, but I can't shut up. Oh, the bunnies! They want the garlic. That's so cute. I'm gonna keep looking for sand. Wait! More distraction! Immediate! What is that? It's not sand. Is that coal? That's a boar. I don't want to get too close to the boar because they can be aggressive sometimes. But it's coal. Yeah. And there's some native silver in the area, apparently. Look at this. Block of raw coal. Brother. I'm marking this one. Coal. Oh my god. I'm taking this. This is crazy. Oh, I love how I was talking about making this a slower playthrough. And then I go out just to do a quick exploration to find an area with sand. And instead I found cowling clay and coal. I am so blown away. Okay, I will come back here later. I need sand. Look at this, just coming into view through the fog. Ooh. I don't know what all is in there, but it just, like, the way it was coming through the fog, it looked really pretty. I had to share, but this area is gorgeous. I wouldn't mind having a house out here at some point. That's not bad temperature either, but I noticed there's some canola over here, which I can make, like, seed oil out of. Oh, and there's so much water? Hold on. Enhance. What? Herbalist? And he's in red? Pause? Am I in danger? Am I about to go put myself in danger? The answer to that is probably yes. Let me inspect from a distance, and I'll just... Oh god, there's 4? And I'll see if this is something I want to engage in. But if they got some gray skin and big noses, I don't think I'm ready to take on any illagers today. I'm not exactly well equipped with weapons. Oh, there they are. Wait, does that say hunter? I can't tell. Yes, one is labeled hunter. Oh, look at that. He's holding a knife. Yo! They are some kind of illager. That's so cool. Do they have a shelter in the area? Oh my god, they totally do. They totally have an area over here. Wait, this is the same building. This is the same building as earlier. Oh my god. Oh, sphalerite. Just free sphalerite. With the cowling clay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm getting so greedy, but I can't process right now. This is insane. Screw the sand. This is... Whoa. It's not as much as the last one from the looks of it, but... I don't care. I'm so blown away right now. I really am. I don't even... I haven't experienced this before. This is so new to me. Here, let's seal that so I don't dump it all everywhere. And then we're going to put you on back. Okay. Are we still safe? It looks like we're still safe. And then all the sphalerite for free? Yes. Oh, and copper. Okay. I could put that away. Yeah. Oh, the riches. I'm so far away from home. Okay, I need to start running back. We'll catch up and have a little chat when I'm back. He's right there. I didn't want to engage with this guy, and I still don't think I'm going to. Oh, his little eyebrows. Oh, God. Okay, sorry. We'll catch up. I swear I'm not looking this stuff up. I saw this from down there while I was running back home. And I was like, surely it's the same one. I'm just going to ignore it. And then I saw that fruit tree, which is also exciting. There's more. It does look like there's other enemies. Ooh. Sabertooth. I'm heading home. These guys are closer to my home than I realized. I just... I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, I almost feel guilty, but I'm not going to change what I'm doing. Oh no, lag. Okay. I thought I was about to crash. I just... This is crazy. This is the video. Right here. This is the video. I don't think I could get luckier than this. This saves me hours. Hours and hours and hours of traveling to the tropics and scouring the land for just the perfect spot to come across some Cowlin clay, or risking my life in the nether trying to find the stuff instead. This is genuinely game-changing. I am not exaggerating when I say that. This is beyond incredible. I didn't even know you could find these structures until just a little bit ago. And here we are finding our third one ripe with Cowlin clay. Oh my god, I just need to be very careful now. If I die, because again, this is hardcore. I did make this world a hardcore world. If I die, I will be devastated. And I think I would start over with the same seed. Because I want to stress, this was a randomized seed. I didn't scour the internet looking for this. This is a random seed. And for all I know, there's seeds that are way better than this. I don't know the generation rules anymore. This is... It's so crazy. I'm sorry, is there hide on the ground over here? Is that what I'm seeing, that blue icon? Did an alpaca just die? Yeah. Oh, and its meat's all rotten now too. That's unfortunate. So I can't use that. Yeah, it's rotten, so I can't use that. There's bones. I can use that. And a medium sheepskin. There's a sabertooth here. I am so lucky it couldn't see me where I was standing. This playthrough's insane. That was a lot of effort, a lot of exploration, a lot of things found, just for me to come home and realize I had sand on the shore the entire time. I thought it was all gravel. Well, there's a half stack of white sand. You know what though? I think that was way more than worth it. The things found are so incredible. So I'm just gonna toss the half stack, or I guess technically in Terraforming Craft that's a full stack, 32. All the sand into this barrel of lime water, and then just wait. It's gonna take 8 minutes, real time, and then this will turn into just a ton of mortar, and that will allow me to start working on some bricks and do some actual construction. And I think that's pretty fun. Now, a lot happened during that trip that I think is worth talking about, because I think the direction that I take may have changed. So, a lot of goodies were discovered. People were discovered, which feels a little strange, but nonetheless, people were found. And Cowlinite was discovered. Cowlin clay was stored in piles at these people's homes, which I naturally ransacked. It's for the greater good, of course, or something. But this is a shocking amount of Cowlin clay. Now, I can turn it into Cowlinite powder, and I have to then mix it with clay and graphite to make fire clay, and it is 4-to-1 of each of them. And then I can start turning those into fire bricks. I can make a mold. I can make several molds, I think. These are basically unfired fire rod mold. I'm not familiar with that. Fire ingot molds, so basically ingot molds that will never break. And then the big thing, the unfired crucible. We are shockingly close to the unfired crucible, which, once heated, is going to be a much better way of processing alloys, because I won't have to do the pit kiln stuff anymore. I'll be able to just put that over top of this forge, heat it up, and just dump metal into it, and it'll become molten on its own, and then I can start just tossing in ingot molds on my own, and it's just going to be a way more efficient way of handling everything. And I'm sorry, there's a rat in here? Hey, did he just steal some of my food? Where'd he go? He's right there. What are you doing? Are you eating my food? What are you eating? It just ate my food! What did you steal? You little shit, come here. I feel bad, but also stop eating my food. So I guess having food in containers that are open can cause rats to show up, I guess? Anyway, distractions. Lots of goodies were found. Let's just focus on that. Lots of goodies were found. I'm making mortar to proceed with building. I got a little hide from an alpaca for free. That's pretty neat. I'll be able to work on that here pretty soon. I can scrape that, then I can soak it, do all that stuff to make some leather. But I think between now and next episode, I'm going to do some building. I'm going to do some work with the stone stuff, and then I'll show off like how to do the chiseling and whatnot. But I was planning on starting a mine at least in this episode, but way too much happened. I can't justify it. Too much happened. It's too much excitement. I am still blown away at the amount of Cowlinite or Cowlin clay that we found. It's so cool. All right, so next video is going to be all about mining, metal processing, getting an anvil, and starting down that route. I'll probably start doing a little bit of farming and whatnot between now and then, just to get some stuff going. I know I said I was going to be taking things slow, and I do plan on doing that, but also I don't want to take it too slow, you know? So I'm going to leave things off here with all the amazing, fantastic discoveries that was made. Oh, I love that animation. That's so good. So yeah, we'll be back soon with more of this. If you have any further suggestions, because like I was saying before, the whole reason we got into bees was because of a comment in the description of, I believe, episode 0. So if you have any advice, any suggestions, any tips, anything that you've personally found useful, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And I also just want to express my gratitude for the first couple of uploads. I know I've been gone for like 3 years from YouTube, so coming back and receiving some very kind words, and it felt really nice. So I appreciate you all, and I hope to see you again next time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.